Hey guys, I'm Natalie. I'm an HD muscle athlete. I'm also a national level figure competitor, personal trainer, and online coach. And today I'm going to take you through a glute workout, some of the staple exercises that I put in all of my glute days. And more importantly than just the exercises, I'm going to show you a couple tweaks that you can make to make the most of your glute days. Alright guys, so on all of my glute days, I always start with an activation exercise. I know a lot of females, they start with some type of bands. I actually use the abduction machine, and you guys are in for a treat because I'm going to put you through the NATALIE'S abduction circuit. If you're an online client of mine or a hands-on client, you know what this is. We are overloading weight and overloading volume. So we're going to be changing our position 4 different times on this. We're going to be doing around 40 to 60 reps, and it's not with baby weight, so get ready. All right guys, so we're going to be changing our position 4 different times. The first time what you're going to do is you're going to push your butt all the way to the back. You're going to keep a slight arch in the back, and you're going to be doing 10 to 15 reps like this. You're focusing on having only the glutes do the motion. Then you're going to scoot over to the front, grab it down low. You're going to hover your glutes up a little bit, and you're going to perform another 10 to 15 reps like this. The next 10, you're sitting up nice and tall, core engaged, to the side, keep those glutes firing, and you're gonna do 10 reps nice and tall like this. The last one, you're actually gonna stand up, and every time you abduct the legs, you're gonna squat down. So you're gonna tap, keep it going, have the glutes bear all of the weight. So now let's stack this up and do a real set. So the first real exercise that we're doing is going to be a superset. We are going to be doing a leg press movement with a goblet squat movement. Now you might not think that a leg press is retarding the glutes specifically. On my glute days, my main focus is to isolate the glutes, solely the glutes. So if the hamstrings and the quads are kicking in, you need to change your form to try to eliminate them and make a completely isolation for the glutes. So you're going to have to take a look at where the glute position is, where your foot position is, what's really bearing the weight. I'm going to show you on the leg press, and then we're going to go on over and do a goblet squat with a double bounce to keep it on the glutes. All right guys, so shoes are off, nice flat foot, be able to grip the pad. What you're going to do is take it on up. Now with the glutes, you don't want the quads to be doing the work. So you're going to elevate the glutes a little bit and engage them. So I don't know if you can see, but before I'm even moving the weight, I'm able to actually engage the glutes, and the weight is moving with just me squeezing the glutes. So get a couple pulses in, make sure that the glutes are doing the work. And what you're going to do is they're going to bear the weight on the way down, and they're going to engage on the way up. So I don't know if you can see, they're bearing the weight, and then the engagement comes right at the bottom, and then we start pressing. You initiate the movement by engaging the muscle. So we're going to go for 12 to 15 reps, engaging it. You don't need to rush these. You want it to bear the weight, time under tension, and bring the weight straight on up using the glutes. Okay guys, so right into the superset. So many of you have probably done some type of goblet squat with a dumbbell or a kettlebell. I want you to watch the form. We're going to be doing a posterior tilt back with the glutes. The hips are going to engage, drop, and you're going to drive up. This exercise, we're going to place a double bounce at the bottom, so the glutes are going to bear the weight for just a little bit longer. All right guys, so we're going to be going for 12 to 15 on the leg press, and then over with the goblets. You're going to be aiming for around 10 to 15 of the double bounces on the bottom, 4 sets, and then we move on. And we have the hip thrust, so I'm doing mine on the Smith machine. Obviously you can do it with just a barbell and a bench, you can do it on a machine. I find that I have the most control when I'm using the Smith machine. So we're gonna load up the sides, and on this one, we're actually gonna be changing our foot position 3 times. We're gonna do a neutral stance, a close stance, and a wide stance. When you're doing a glute isolation day, you really need to focus on where in the glute are you feeling the exercise. Is it max, is it med, is it min? We're trying to build all around glutes. So with that being said, when your feet are neutral, close, and wide, really pay attention to where in the glutes you're feeling it, and then you can maximize the exercise that way. So with the neutral, close, and wide stance, I did 10 reps on each, 10, 10, 10, rest, do that 4 times, and move on. All right guys, so the next exercise, we're gonna be doing 2 different variations on the cables of kickbacks. One's gonna be your traditional kickback, and the other one's gonna be a lateral kickback. So I'm gonna show the lateral first, and then the traditional one second. All right, so as you noticed when I was doing the lateral kickback, what you have to do is you have to make sure that the leg that's doing the work is the leg farthest away from the cables. You're gonna step your other foot in front, and you're gonna make sure that the leg that's doing the work is bent. All right, so the weight is getting bared on the glutes, the leg is bent, and you're driving up with the glute. All right guys, so those are some staple exercises that you can throw into your next glute day. So whether you're a competitor or a non-competitor, it's always good to focus on the glutes. For females, it's pretty obvious. We all want a nice plump peach, but for men, you guys as well, especially if you're a competitor, glutes do matter on stage. Everyone needs a tie-in. I mean, if you're in men's physique, they might not see it, but for every other category, you're gonna wanna have some type of glute ham tie-in. And another thing is that when you do focus on the glutes and we're thinking about your X-frame, the smaller your waist is gonna appear is actually the taper up of your lats and shoulders, and also your glutes and your hips coming out to the side. So if you want the illusion of a smaller waist, do focus on the glutes. And those are some exercises that you can throw in and see how they feel.